Yeah, I say higher purpose, right? Don't we each have a higher purpose? And what we see, we see. Your path you chose, or the path chosen, destined and predestined, right? That type of thing. Is it now? I say, um, birthright. Where's your birthright? You know where you come from. I see. Is it two nations in the belly? It's a one. You know, your dad and your mom come together and the seed is mixed and the baby is born, you know. Firstborn Levi, right? Your firstborn is go by the scriptures. You want to go by them, go by them. Your firstborn Levi, right? And, you know, to your mom. And then your dad, where you come from, you Levi too, or Yahuda, you know. Yeah, he from the tribe of Judah. They say Judah, they say Yahuda, you know. But, you know, so you're mixed with that, right? And then a person say and label you everything else, right? But you mix with that. That's the symbol of a person. Or is it, does it mean anything? Maybe it don't mean nothing to you, but it's told to me, told by me, you know. So it's nothing to boast about that. Or do I just try to walk the walk that I'm supposed to walk? Or do I walk in the way of another tribe, you know, if I'm not from that tribe? You know, because, you know, already our identity has been stolen, traditions, tongues, all that. Yeah, it happened. But they say you shall awaken in the land of your captivity. It shall be a great awakening, right? And either you awaken or you didn't. Am I sleeping? No, I'm not sleeping. Some go and they read the scripture back to you, you know, to enlighten you, to make you think and pray and meditate on the word. Said the word shall go through the four corners of the earth. I've read, don't mind reading. But so much has taken place that a person, you can deny it if you want. But there's some things you just can't deny. And can you deny life? You know, live and let live. How do you know that if someone wants you to live? They definitely ain't taking from you, destroying you, or breaking you down, right? They're lifting you up. They're being a motivational speaker. Staying dedicated to the cause. Power to the people. Power to the people, right? Is it really? You know, because people can be fighting with each other and then think that you're in the middle of it, you know. The idea is because we all here, right, in different places. We manifest our life, right, you know, or who you want in it. If someone doing a barbecue, you got to go to their house. They invited you, right, or not. Or not. Hey, I'm busy. I got something to do. You ain't doing nothing, man. But you chose not to. You chose to go somewhere else. It doesn't mean you don't have love for them. But maybe you know something I don't. Maybe I know something you don't. Maybe we're trying to figure out what's going on. Some people trying to draw a conclusion right now, and you can't because it's youngins coming up and it's elders going out. Again, we could be in the middle, you know what I mean? But people rename places and things and act like certain people just popped up on the planet. Like it just came out of nowhere. Some did, you know, some did come from somewhere. But some were always here. Always here. And they act like you ain't got no right to be here. Make it make sense. Who asked to be here? And you know, a person come out to me and I say, you are all these questions. You know, I'm gonna ask them, you know, that sun that's shining down right now. Did you put that there? Did you say go up there right now to make the fruits and vegetables grow? Because if you did that, right, you know what else I'm going to ask you to do? Make it rain. Make it rain so I ain't got to water the garden. Never. You know, you keep everything in balance. But even the ways obey his voice. The Most High. I say, he told me, I can't speak for no other, but he told me not to put no one beside him. No one beside him. Why would I do that? You know, you will be my Messiah. You will be my master. You know what I'm saying? No, humble yourself. We can both bow and give praise. Or not. You can walk on and just say, hey, I wonder why they bow and give him praise. What they doing? Who they worshiping? They're cult. People call you a part of a cult. I gotta be a part of a cult because the scriptures ring true when they say you shall awaken in your captivity. Not by what somebody told you you were, but what the Father say you are. They tell you you are, you're listening. The Father don't speak. Well, then how does his word go through the four corners of the earth? If he ain't speaking, guess you ain't listening, or you can't hear. You need a hearing aid or something. What I say? I ain't no one else, ain't trying to be no one else, can't be no one else. I don't know how. I'm trying to be me. And people don't want to let you be you. They always got something to say when they can mind their business or help or not. Come on. Everybody got family members. All your family members in line. None of them need no correcting. You gotta pardon them. If you're pardoning them for their deeds, well, hey, don't every parent got the right to pardon their child? If one can do it, all of them should be able to do it. It don't matter. I'm saying, what's discrimination? That's hey, ain't knocking you. I would pardon my sons too. It depends on what they did. You went around unalive, nobody can't do that. You can't get that back, and that's on their family. I'm sorry, I love you, but you did that. What they say. But if it's something to itself or whatever, those that want to engage, whatever they're engaging with my child, they're doing it together. They ain't doing it with them. Because again, it's 2 or 3. If I ain't there, that's them too. Do what you want. Everybody got choices. Everybody got free will. Don't mean you should do all the things you want to do. If I did all the things I wanted to do, where would I be? Probably lost. Probably get lost doing them. Probably wouldn't get enough. You never get enough. Got to be entertained. I'm bored. Don't have nothing to do. Yeah. I'm waiting on life to catch up. If it can, because it's a lot of suffering going on, at least. And maybe it's pretend. Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's propaganda. But one thing's for sure, your life ain't propaganda. Your life is what it is. And your life is what you make it, right? Or someone else trying to make your life. They're trying to make it hell, or they're trying to put you in paradise. Because that's a person, people, groups, whoever, and if they got your back and they lifting you up, then they about that right. But if, they trying to bring a rod against you and they don't even know you, ain't spend no time having no kind of conversation, just to pop up. I ain't saying you can't sum people up like that. You don't know everyone. I know I don't. Ain't never claimed to. It's too much work. Right? We're lifers. Let's keep lifing.